Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If I sound a little stuffy, that's because I am getting sick. So, not only do I sound stuffy, but I sound like a man. I am so sorry, but I am trying to get this video done and going. So, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome to my channel. If you aren't new, welcome back to my channel. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to see here me organizing my portfolio, putting in my new current sets that I did, which is Sam and then Slender Man. My first set is the Zelda theme, Resident Evil theme, and the predecessor Countess theme. And then the fourth set was the Halloween Sam theme. And then my fifth set is the Slender Man Halloween theme. Those were the last two sets I did for Halloween. My next set, as I stated on my last video, was going to be Krampus because I wasn't ready to let go of Halloween yet. I wanted to do at least one more set of Halloween, but since it is already November, I figure that Krampus will be a perfect fit for November, since he is part of Christmas. However, he is the dark side of Christmas, the dark side of Santa, so on and so forth. So I thought that he was going to be perfect for this next set, which is in November, in between Halloween and Christmas. I also stated in my last video that I was gonna do it as a whole instead of parts. However, and unfortunately, I have to do it in parts because my internal phone drive is not big enough to support this 8-hour-long video. And of course, I had cut it down quite a bit for the 5 nails. The 5 nails altogether was probably like almost 8 hours altogether in recording, and that's in its normal speed. So I had removed a lot of my freaking apps just to fit at least 1 hour. A little over 1 hour is okay for my phone internal drive, and I need a bigger space for my internal drive. So I do need to invest in another phone maybe, so that way I can use one phone just for, recording and editing, and then my other phone, because I'm an app queen, okay? I love apps. I love having everything in my phone, from shopping to job apps, just know I'm an app queen. I love having a lot of apps, but unfortunately I can't have all of it if I want to create at least if I want to create content and long content videos. And I would like to try to in the future post it all in one go, but unfortunately I can't due to my phone internal drive. So it's a little frustrating. I had removed a lot of my apps that I do use, but not as often, so I had removed those, and I did remove the ones that I don't use at all. Well, not at all, but rarely use. I removed those. I also removed the ones that I do use, but occasionally. So I did, of course, kept the ones that I use daily. So it gets a little frustrating. I do have those other apps on my laptop. So enough with that. Unfortunately, it's going to be in parts. I don't know how many parts yet. Hopefully it's not too many parts. I was fortunate enough to fit 2 nail video in this one part. So part 1, you'll see 2 different nail design. So the first one, like I stated on my last video, is going to be Krampus. And he is going to be the middle finger and the main finger. So I went in and painted over a false nail on the hand. Of course, like I'm always going to state, I want to see where the cuticle ends, so I paint it like that, cure it, and then I start working off of it. And then when the nail is completed, then I'm going to go ahead and fill in the negative spaces. I didn't do that before with my first nail set with The Legend of Zelda, but afterwards I started doing that for my portfolio purposes, because it looked weird when it was all empty on the top. So in the beginning it's going to look empty like that, and then when I finish the nail, then I went ahead and filled negative spaces. So here I took a 4D nude gel. I used a black base from the Beatles black, and then I used a 4D nail gel to sculpt Krampus. And this nude base, or this nude color, is so perfect for lighter skin tones. And since Krampus is he's like an ice king or something like that, if I remember correctly. I don't know if he's an ice king or just, you know, the opposite of Santa Claus. He's in the snow a lot. And I decided to use this nude color base. I was going to use white, but I thought that looked a little too weird, because in a picture that I showed, he wasn't white, like Snow White. He did have that human looking skin tone. So that's what I did, and you're gonna see a little bit of that red on his forehead. I was going to sculpt his red hoodie first, but I decided to make his head first, or his face. So I didn't remove all of the red 4D gel on that palette, and I accidentally mixed in the nude 4D gel along with the red 4D gel. So you're just going to see me sculpt him, and I'm very proud of the way I sculpted his nose and pulled it out with the tweezers. It worked really well for me. Here I'm going to put a little indentation of his wrinkles underneath his eyes, because he do have eye bags. I made his nose pointy and pointed outwards and pointed down, like similar to a witch's nose. According to the reference picture, he has his mouth open, but in the movie Krampus, he does have his mouth open, like it remained open. So here I took a little bit of that nude, and I think I wanted to fill in the negative spaces, but then I thought that was, I don't know why I did that. I'm like, okay. So I only left it in the mouth. I kept his eyes hollow like that, because in the picture it was hollow black. He doesn't have no eyeballs whatsoever. It's just hollowed out. But I did throw some in the mouth. I don't know why I do this. I could have just left some. Oh wait, I removed it. Sorry, it's been a couple of days ago. Okay, so yeah, looking back at the picture, his mouth and eyes were solid black. So I left it like that. And I think I went in and painted red in his mouth, the pig liver red, and then I went in and filled in his teeth. Yeah. So here I took some of that 4D white, and I'm forming his teeth, his molars, his all that. And then I'm gonna go in and paint his mouth red, like a dark bloody red. It was a little difficult for me to form his teeth, just like I did with Nemesis. I made it kind of flat. I could have done better with the teeth. If you watch my Nemesis video, it was similar. It was kind of caved in when it should have been more popped out, like a normal teeth would look. So I'm struggling a little bit on sculpting the teeth. So I think on my next character, if I was going to have some teeth showing, I think I'm going to maybe just do like little tiny bit of small circles and just individually put them in there instead of like a whole white row, you know what I mean, like I did right there. And I similarly did the same thing to Nemesis, and by me doing that, it made his teeth kind of but it caved in, so it kind of looked funky, but I was already like whatever. So I'm trying to like separate his teeth, make some indentation in his teeth, and then I'm gonna go in with a yellow, because in the picture he did have like an yellow in there. Sorry, I'm like sniffling up here. Oh my goodness, I don't know why with this solid builder gel, it doesn't want to be my friend no more. As you can see, it just started sticking to my palette like crazy. It does not want to lift off. When I was playing around with it for the first time on the Sam set, it did not do this. I did not have any issues with it whatsoever, but look at the mess that I made. And again, my room was kind of warm, so it could be that, but it was just sticking all over the place. So in the picture, my reference picture, his beard is icicles, but before I did that, I am going to put in some detail shading work in his face and his mouth and teeth before I put on that, before I put on his icicle icicle beard. I am going to use that clear solid builder gel to make his beard look like icicles. And it was a good thing that I caught that, because it would have been so difficult to put in the coloration in his face, because you'll see later in the video it would have been difficult to color all around it. So luckily I caught onto that and did the shading work first. And sculpting is so easy when you put in for shading. Shading becomes super easy when you put the indentation in that 4D gel, because it just naturally, all the gel just naturally go into those crevices and do the shading work for you. So when it comes to shading, for me, sculpting makes it so much easier for me. The sculpting, when I sculpt, the shading is easier for me to do. But when I draw, that's when I get a little, it gets a little tough for me. I was never good at putting shading placements. Here, I thought I used the pig liver red, but I didn't. I believe it was that Zyang Tang or whatever brand that was. It's similar to the pig liver red. I think it's a tad darker though, but I had to use that for his skin tone. I'm sorry, not his skin tone, but the shading for his skin tone. So you're going to see me put that throughout the areas where the crevices would be, like in his wrinkles and all that, underneath his eyes. And here I'm going to use that brand again, and I use that yellow, that shit yellow. It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a name for this brand. Sometimes the color is it's not identical to what you see on the lid. Sometimes it's darker, sometimes it's lighter, so it's a little random with this. This gel art gels. And it smells so freaking bad. And when I look back, I should have added some brown tint in his teeth as well, but I didn't. I used that black I'm sorry, that black art liner gel to separate his teeth. But again, going back, I should have added some brown, because he did have some brown tint as well in his teeth. But I didn't. Here I am bringing in that violet, dark violet red. Again, filling his wrinkles around his mouth, around his face and all that. I'm just more focused on shading his face, putting in that detail coloration. I went back in and got that black and fill in his eye sockets to give it that shine, because that 4D gel kind of dulled it a bit. Now I went in and I had let some of the product rest on this palette, and it just sort of melted it on there. So if you look at that palette, it's just a mess. It was sticking to all that crap, and this was the most difficult part of it, of Krampus, was creating his icicle mustache and beard and his hair. It doesn't look identical to the reference picture. Again, I just used the reference picture as a reference, but then I just put my whole twist to it and everything. So I am doing his beard portion first and then work my way up. So I did it in layers. You can see me fighting the shit out of this damn thing, and then I realized I got some red. I can't remember I used this one or not. As you can see, I had accidentally left some red 4D gel on there too. Yeah, I removed that one because it had some red 4D gel mixed in it. So I cleaned my palette, redid it. So what I did for his beard and mustache and hair, I did the beard first, because it was on the bottom, and then I did the mustache to do an overlay so it goes over the mustache, and then I did his hair after, so I kind of gave that layer, because if I would have did his hair, his mustache, and then his beard, it would have been a little difficult, because I would have to, not too much of his hair, because his hair of course is on the top, but if I was to do his mustache first, it would have been difficult to do his beard portion, because his beard would be underneath his mustache. So I did it the opposite, the beard, mustache, and then the hair. So here I tried to give it that sharp point for his icicle beard. In the reference picture, it has that sharp point indicating its icicles. I skipped quite a bit of it because I did fought a lot with it. I was just indicating and showing you how I did it. So I formed it into a line and then put the top part on his chin and kind of held it with my fingernail, not touching the gel, letting it rest on my fingernail, and then I used my portable UV flash thing there to flash cure it in place, and then I would cure it fully underneath the lamp. But I kind of made it in sections so that way it would get easier for me as I go. So I started from the left, and then I went to the right, and then I kind of like made that wave towards the center, and then I went to the midsection of the beard and created the icicles there and let it kind of rest on each other so I wouldn't have to hold on to it, if that makes sense. I kind of made it like wavy out and zigzagged into each other so that way I wouldn't have to hold it with my fingernails or the tweezers. Now I'm going in with the beard using my spatula to hold it in place. It worked better with that spatula because it popped right off when I pulled away from the gel. So there, and I'm making it kind of like flared out as well. In the roughing picture, it kind of like his beard and his mustache kind of like went into one direction, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted more flared out. And of course, is this ideal to wear? No. Excuse my big old head right there. Sorry, I was just so focused, and there I am going out of frame because I have to see y'all. I have to see. So see, having it rest on my the other icicles kind of made it easier as it went. The first couple icicles was a little difficult because I had nothing for it to rest on. It was resting on my fingernail and the spatula. And then as I went, then it gotten easier. So here, before I created the hair, I wasn't going to create his hair. But then it looked freaking weird as hell. It looked like he was bald underneath his hoodie. I created the hair later because he looked bald. Here I'm creating his hoodie. The typical Santa hoodie, but here his is more messier and more droopy. He doesn't have a hat like Santa Claus. He has a hoodie. So that's what I'm creating. And then you're going to see me put in that 4D white. And I believe I colored in the red portion as well. Sorry, I can't remember. I'm watching it as I go. So bear with me. So here I am shaping the hoodie. And then you're gonna make me oh my goodness. So you're gonna see me push the front portion of his hoodie up. I kind of pushed it up so that way it can create like a pocket to give that 3D hoodie effect. And then you're gonna see me pull it with the tweezers to help me pull it more. And oh my goodness, the red is just as soft as the black. It was just so smooth to work with. It does not fall apart like the yellow. The yellow is so far in this 40 pack. The yellow is the driest. But look at that red. It's so easy to work with, just as easy as the black. And when I tug on it a little, it doesn't break or fall apart or anything. So I'm creating that the indentation of the hoodie the pushing in the crevices, the curvature, and so forth. Like, try my best to make it look like a hoodie as much as possible, pulling it out some more, pitching it out some more so it looks like it's going over him and around him. But I didn't want to cover his eyebrow, his beard area. I didn't want that hard work that I did to be covered, so I kind of made it like flared out to the side, pulling it out some more. His hoodie is like it's like a robe type of thing. So, and then later you're gonna see me push it even more. And then this is where I'm talking about. You see his forehead area? He looked bald there. So you're gonna see me later create some or add in some hair. And again, I'm using the clear solid builder gel to make his hair as well. But before I did that, I went in and I got that white 4D gel and created the white portion of his hoodie. Just like Santa Claus, he has that as well. But his hoodie is more like a robe. In the movie, he looks like he's wearing a robe, whereas Santa Claus is wearing a suit. And then I am going to try my best to fluff it out as much as I can. I could have made it more fluffier, to be honest, but I didn't. I should have added more to make it a little more fluffier. Although in the picture it didn't look fluffy. I guess it's okay. If I was to make it fluffier, he would have looked more jolly instead. So I think that's okay. My goodness, I have like a sinus infection. I guess hopefully it's not a sinus infection, but I have a sinus headache. Around this time, my sinuses get all swollen and I become a mouth breather, and it just becomes the worst. So bear with me on how I sound. Oh, and here, this is, I added a tad bit more of the white because it was a little too thin. Then later you're going to see me do some more shading work, I believe, and make his hair icicle. Nope, incorrect. You're going to see me make his horns. Oh, I did do his hair already. What the heck? I guess I didn't record that portion. My goodness, bear with me, guys. It's been a couple days. I can't remember, so I don't know if you can tell. I did put in his bangs for his hair portion to give it that, to fill in that negative space, and so he doesn't look like he has a bald head. Bear with me, y'all. It's been a couple of days, so I'm watching it as I go again on the footage that I have. So here I got the 40 gel brown, and my goodness, the brown was really soft. And excuse my head again. My goodness, when I'm focused, I am focused, okay? I would forget that I have a camera up top. So there I used my hair. my spatula to hold it in place and flash cure it. I should have used black, but I didn't, because later you're gonna see me paint it black anyway. Which, in a picture, in a reference picture, it's not completely black. It's like a mixture of black, gray, and brown. So I was trying my best to give it that look at first, but it did not look right, and I did not like it at all. And there goes my big old head again. My bad, y'all. I am trying my best to see it, and instead y'all see my big old head instead, but it's okay. I'm leaving it in there. It is what it is. I was going to make his horns go forward, but it didn't. I decided not to. I just made it facing each other instead. And here you're gonna see me fudge up by making the black lines. Oh, I'm putting in some shade work underneath his hair area, his forehead area. But I'm gonna use that same liner black gel to try to like make his, what do you call that? His indentation of his horns. I could have made the indentation myself with the 4D gel, but it was hard to do it when the 4D gel is super soft like that. It was really, really difficult to do. I could have like made it separately and made it on a, on a palette and then flash curing it and then gluing it on Krampus's head, but I think it would have made it look messier that way. So there, I'm trying to make his indentation, because in his horns, like a ram's horns, a bull horns, they have that indentation, which appears to be lines on the horns, but it's really indentation in the horns, and that's what I was trying to get. It would have been better if I was to make those myself, but it was just, the 4D gel was too soft. So I drew in the lines instead, and I did not like it. It looked so blah. And I tried saving it by trying to do the shade, and I did not like it. And so I colored it all in black instead. If I was to know that I was going to do that anyway, I would have used the black 4D gel. Here I didn't cure that black yet, so I tried to smear it out with some alcohol, and it was just smearing out all over the horns. So then I was like, okay, well, forget the lines. Let's see how it looks if I was to just shade it all black. I didn't like it. So right there, I decided to just say, fudge it and just paint the whole damn thing black. I tried to save it some more by drawing the outline again, but it didn't work. But see, this is, I don't plan, I just freestyle as I go. I look at the reference picture and try my best to make it look as close as the reference picture as I can. But, sometimes it just don't work out. So There I used the Black Beetles gel polish because the Black Beetles gel polish is very pigmented, and I know if I use a good amount of it, it just gives it really good coverage, and it didn't look bad. The black horns made it look really good, although like I said, in the reference picture, it's not completely black. It has some gray tint in it and brown. There, I'm finishing it off at the end of the tip of the nail where the hand cuticle area covers it. I am going to cover that in the black, and then I'm going to go back and use my chrome to fill in that negative space. I went back and got that a violet red and filled the red 40 gel because it was too bright. Like I said, he's supposed to be the dark side of Santa. So in the movie, it's not bright red. So I got some black and put some shading in the violet as well. And then later you're going to see me use the chrome to fill in the black spots. And I believe that is the completed Krampus there. I was going to leave the nail in the back black, but then it covered his horns blended in with it. So that's why I decided to use that chrome and bring out the horns that way for my portfolio. And then I did also use some red chrome to color the top of his hoodie as well. I got some black right there and also put it in the white portion, shade in the white portion of that hoodie, because it's in the picture it is, you know, dirty looking, and it's not clean. So I kind of gave it that shade, that dirty shade look as well. And excuse any background noises. My second oldest is up, so excuse that if you caught his little voice in the background. Just a warning. And please, when doing the chrome, get your acetone ready and clean that brush. On my last nail set, I freaking messed up, and I was just in a rush to, well, not in a rush, I was more freaking tired already. It was like late, and I freaking brushed over chrome and accidentally put it back in my bottle, but I don't think I had any on my brush. It was also green as well. So be careful with that, and we'll try to remember and don't do what I did. But I went over the beard, the hair, and the mustache with the the gel top coat to give it that shine, to give it that crystal icicle look. I could have made his horns matte, but I didn't want to. It just looks so better, shiny, in my opinion anyway. So here is the finished nail, the finished product with my Krampus. And that will be the middle finger. And his alone was 2 hours, I believe. Probably a little over 2 hours just to do. Did I have fun with it? I sure the hell did, but not his beard, because the stupid solid builder gel kept sticking on my palette. But other than that, it was fun to make. Now going in, I know that the nail is on the index finger, but I decided to put his gingerbread minion on his ring finger. So as usual, doing it on the hand first to see where the cuticle ends. Then I went back and painted with the black because I want this set to be chrome. So I got my gold chrome out. I have a gold light chrome and a gold dark chrome. So I got the dark brown chrome out to give it to the gingerbread minion that I'm going to do. So here's my 4D gel again in brown. I'm going to mold him. I'm going to put in his indentation for his eyes, for his I put indentation for his eye sockets, and then I brought out the 4D white gel to make his eyeballs for it to pop out. I did also use the 4D white gel for his gumdrop buttons. Well, they're not gumdrop, they're frosting button. I'm just going off of that reference picture. Here you're going to see me mold him all together, and I already made up my mind on what I wanted to do. I wanted this gingerbread man, and I was going to make it the snowman, but I'm like, nah, I liked the gingerbread man better. I was going to do the gingerbread man and the snowman, but I didn't. I decided to go with the gingerbread man instead. So here I am creating his arms, just using that single product, cutting into parts and taking my time and molding it. And I'm bringing it to life. There I'm making his eye sockets and making his indentation of him frowning, because he is a evil little gingerbread demon. He's not those jolly gingerbread men. He's a little gingerbread killer, so I have to make his indentation of his frowns. He does not have any eyebrows. I did, and then there's the indentation in his mouth. Now, I would say the hardest part of the sculpting of this gingerbread minion is making the frosting in his mouth. Whatchamacallit, in the reference picture, you see him opening his mouth, right? But his frosting on his lips are also connected. So I think that's like connected to each other. Because it's frosting, you know. So when he opened his mouth, it gives it that the frosting being stretched out in between his mouth. So that was a little difficult for me to do, and that was the longest part of molding or sculpting him. You're gonna see it later in the video where I struggled on it a bit, so you're not gonna see the part where I drilled it off and started all over, but I had used the spider gel in white to make that stringy like frosting texture. I tried to use the white 40 gel, but it was just too thick. I couldn't get it thin enough. And the spider gel also has that translucent look to them, unlike the 40 gel. The 40 gel, it's more solid, you know what I mean? Excuse me. But the spider gel, they have that translucent look to them. So that's why you see me use the spider gel at first, and then I went back to try to do the 40 and then took it off and then went back to do the 40, the spider gel again. So here it is. I was trying to make his lip portion, because it looks like he has what is it, pink in his lips. I was going to get the white 40 gel and like kind of cut it up, but it didn't work. So then I decided to cut it up to use it for his frosted buttons instead. This gingerbread man reference didn't have gumdrop buttons. He had frosty buttons in white. I didn't do exactly like the picture, like here you're gonna see me do the white, put his little dimples or cheeks or whatever, his blush, but it didn't look right. So I took it off and decided to go over it with some pink gel instead. Was it pink? I can't remember. I gotta talk as I go. So I took it off. I didn't like it. I didn't go exactly off of the reference picture because I wanted some more frosting looking traditional colors on a gingerbread man. In the picture, he is only white and brown with pink cheeks, pink lips. So here I am using the solid builder gel in red to make his lips, and I went over it with his cheek as well. And the only reason why I used the spider gel was because of that translucent look to it. But I went over it with pink gel later, but I wanted that red base. And here is the white spider gel. Let me see what I do with this. This is where I had struggled with frosting. Although in the picture he had pink frosting for his lips, for whatever reason he had the white stringy frosting in between his mouth when he opened his mouth. So that's what I was trying to go for. And it was so freaking hard because the spider gel would just, it wouldn't stay connected. It would break apart the moment I lift the brush. I did not want to leave my brush there and cure it with my portable UV light there, because of course it would have cured the product on my gel, and I didn't want that. Of course, you do not want to cure no product on your brushes because you'll ruin your brush. I mean, you can fix it with acetone, so technically it wouldn't be ruined, but you don't want to go through that hassle. So as you can see, it just kept breaking off. So I tried to like build a bridge as I go, like I did with Krampus's icicle on his beard, but it did not work out. So it did left a big glob of lump there, and I didn't show it, but I drilled off that giant lump from that spider gel. So I wanted to see if I if I can do it again with the white 40 gel. I'm trying to make it as thin as I can, but it did not look right. I did not like it. So I went back with the spider gel again. I didn't want to give up with it because I know this is the way to go for that look. So I got a good glob of it on my brush, went across mouth to mouth, lip to lips, bottom lip to top lips, and got a good glob of that spider gel, and I did it. I was happy with that. I was able to do it that way. And right there, I almost cured my damn brush. So after I got it the way I wanted, which that's how it looked. That's how the best I can get it. I went back to the red and went over his lips again because I covered it with the spider gel. And then you're gonna see me later go over the red lips and his red cheeks with the pink gel. And that is from Rosalind. And I am going to make his pupils in that Rosalind green right there. In the picture, in the reference picture, the gingerbread man have a green gumdrop eye. What do you call those? His pupil is green. Is that what you call them? Pupils? No, not the pupils. What is it called? The iris? I don't know. Whatever. But his eyes, his eye color is green. So that's what I'm doing there. And trying to make it before I did that, I had took some black for his pupils, and then I went over the green because it didn't look right. I was gonna do the eye color green and then went over it with black, but I didn't want to hassle with that. That is such a small surface to draw thin lines on, so I didn't want to deal with that. So I got some black. I did the black first, and then I went over with the green eye color and did it that way instead. So I'm going back with that violet from that company and coloring in his crevices to give him that shade burnt look to him, because he kind of have that burnt lookingness on him in the movie as well. Well, not burnt, it's more like golden brown. So that's what I was trying to get, going it over with this violet. And I also put some in his eye socket area and his eyes to give it that realistic look, because he is alive. He's alive, so you gotta give that veiny redness look in his eye sockets area. Then later I brought out these spider gels. Again, in the reference picture, he only has white designs on his arms and legs, but I wanted to give it that traditional gingerbread man look to him. So I just did my own twist to it and added in the blue. And oh my goodness, the spider gel is so perfect for line art as well, especially for these small thin line areas. I was able to do it with breeze. So I brought out the blue, I brought out the white and the red, and I'm going to draw his frosting designs on his arms and legs using those spider gel colors. The white didn't come out the way I wanted it because, again, the spider gel are translucent. So the white was super translucent. So I went over the white spider gel with white gel polish instead. You're going to see later. Excuse me, not white gel polish, white gel art polish. My bad. And from what I learned with all the research I've done in the videos, the difference between the gel art polishes and the regular gel polishes, the gel art, they're more thicker for line art. So going in and finishing up with some more shading, and I'm going to fill the negative spaces in the cuticle area with black and then gold chrome again. And yes, this will be the first part of the Krampus series. Unfortunately, I had to break it in parts. I wasn't trying to break it in parts. I wanted to do it all in one go. Of course, it probably would have been a 3-hour video. Again, the whole footage was 8 hours and it wasn't fast forwarded. So I wouldn't know how much it would have been, how long the video would have been if it would have been fast forwarded. But I didn't have enough internal storage for that. So unfortunately, sorry guys, I have to break it in parts. And this will be the first part of the Krampus series. So here, there's the chrome, and he is completed. I went over it with some, what is it, the top coat around him as well. I didn't go over the gingerbread man because I didn't want the crevices to be filled with the top coat. Brushing off the excess. What am I doing here? Oh, I wanted to do some more shading. I wanted to darken him a bit more. And I'm sorry if I have those times where my big ass head is in the way, or I'm out of frame and just like that, because when I get into it, I keep forgetting that I'm recording. So again, my bads. But there is the finished product, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And part 1 is down. I don't know how many parts it would be. Hopefully it'll be 3 parts. Hopefully the most 3 parts, but don't know yet. But again, thank you again for watching, and I hope you stay for the next parts to come. I'm in a process of editing them. But thank you again for watching. If you watch it all the way, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.